Hey church kids, it's Julia. I'm going to be reading you a story today called Jesus and His Disciples. When Jesus was a young man, he traveled from village to village teaching God's message. Wherever he went, people came to hear the stories he told. Soon, lots of people had heard about Jesus. Whenever he arrived in a village, a crowd quickly gathered to meet him. One day, a big crowd followed Jesus down to the lake. There wasn't enough room for everybody, so Jesus asked a man called Peter if he could use his boat. Peter pushed the boat a little way into the water. Now everyone could see and hear Jesus. While Jesus was teaching the crowd, the other fishermen were putting their nets away. When Jesus had finished, he said to Peter, "Take the boat out into deep water and cast your net." "We fished all night and caught nothing," said Peter, "but if you say so." Peter sailed into the deepest part of the lake and cast his net. Soon the net was filled full of fish. It was so full that the net broke. Peter called the other boat over to help. As they hauled in the fish, the boats began to sink. The fishermen couldn't believe how many fish they'd caught. Peter knelt down to thank Jesus because he didn't think he deserved it. But Jesus said to them, "Follow me then, you'll be fishers of men." When they reached the shore, Peter and the other fishermen, Andrew, James, and John, left their boats to follow Jesus. Jesus chose 12 disciples from his many followers. It was Peter, Andrew, Philip, Bartholomew, James, John, Thomas, Matthew, James, Thaddeus, and Judas, and Simon. "Follow me then, and you'll be God's messengers," said Jesus. One day, Jesus told a story. Once a farmer sowed some seeds. Some fell on the path where birds pecked them, some fell on the stone ground, and some fell in the weeds. But some fell on good seed. Caw, caw. "What does the story mean?" asked the disciples. "The seeds are the things that God tells us. Sometimes people don't want to listen to what God says, like the seeds on the path. Sometimes people forget what God tells them, like the seeds on the stony ground. Sometimes people are too busy to listen to God, like the seeds in the weeds. But the people who listen to God grow stronger, like the seeds that fell in good soil." All kinds of people came to listen to Jesus, even bad people. "Why do you waste time on these bad people?" Jesus was asked. He told a story to help everyone understand. Once a shepherd was looking after 100 sheep. He counted them up to 99. There was one missing. So he made sure his flock was safe and went to search for the one lost sheep. The shepherd searched and searched until he found the lost sheep. He was very happy and carried it over his shoulders all the way home. God is like the shepherd. He worries for the bad people and is overjoyed when they are found and sorry for what they have done. The end. So what is this story trying to tell us? Jesus chose 12 good men to help him spread God's message. And just like the disciples, God has chosen you and I to help spread God's message. We love you, Kids Church. We'll see you next time.